Everyone, it's Arnie from Fanboys Unite Vlogs, Reviews, and more, and welcome back to another episode of Jukebox. I think this is my most ambitious video yet. It's a video, if you've read the title, Unpopular Opinion, Eminem is Overrated. Now, before I get started on my points, here's a trigger warning. If you are easily offended or feel that yours is the only right opinion, this is not the video for you. I mean, if you have the time and the patience to watch the whole video and understand my point of view, then kindly proceed with caution. And don't worry, I've listened to Eminem's music for a long time now, and I am a huge fan. Let's just get that out of the way. I do not hate Eminem. I don't think his music is bad. I think his music is pretty good, but I think he's overrated. And for this video, I've done plenty of research. I went and listened to a back catalog of his music that goes to the beginning of his music, and I listened for about 2 to 3 hours just preparing for this video so that I know what I'm talking about, so that I know that I know where I'm coming from and that this is not a baseless argument. Now, a lot of people are going to get angry because they don't want to listen to rationality. They just want to argue, and I hope that you are not like that and you actually listen to my points because I'm going to make some pretty good points in this video. And if you disagree, kindly let me know what you think in the comments down below. It's my opinion. I'm not trying to say that you are wrong and I am right. I'm just saying this is what I think. If you think you are right, then please let me know what you think in the comments down below. Maybe you can even change my mind. I don't know, but do I think that Eminem is a great musician? Yes, I do. Do I love Eminem's music? Yes, I do love some of his music. But do I think that Eminem is the greatest rapper alive? Do I think that he is God? Do I think he's the rap God? Absolutely not. And I think that's what I'm getting at. He's talented. He's probably the most talented rapper in the industry. If you just go by pure rapping ability, I think he's the best. But talent isn't enough. The lyrics have to be deeper. They have to have a deeper meaning. They have to be layered. And that's what makes a great rap song a great rap song, when you can read between the lines. And I just don't think that Eminem has deep lyrics. I mean, all his lyrics are shallow and on the surface. They're to the point and they don't get you thinking too much. No one listens to an Eminem song and goes home and thinks about the meaning maybe 4 3 hours later. With artists like Kendrick or J. Cole or Logic even, the songs have meaning. They have a deeper effect on the listener. They aren't these homophobic, misogynistic string of words that rhyme, that rap really fast. Like a lot of Eminem's music ends up becoming. I heard like so many Eminem songs. A lot of them sound the same, and a lot of them are really homophobic and misogynistic. And that might have worked, say, 10 years ago, but I just don't think that's appropriate to rap about when there are so many other topics to rap about, when there's so many other things to rap about. Just insulting someone to their face is not a great idea. And Eminem is pretentious. I mean, like he thinks a lot of himself, and that really shows in his music. I mean, 10 years ago, I admitted he was the greatest rapper alive. That's because a lot of rappers, modern day rappers, hadn't come into form yet, and at that time, maybe he deserved to be pretentious, but not anymore. That's what angers me when I hear stuff like Kamikaze and Revival and Killshot. Even Killshot. Killshot is a great diss track, but what does he think of himself? Does he really think that he's the best? Because he isn't. I mean, times have changed. I'll give you some albums that are actually, I think, the best rap albums ever, and none of them are by Eminem. There's Kanye's Yee, there's Kids See Ghosts, there's J. Cole's, not the entire album, but J. Cole's ATM is really good. Kanye's T-Pab and Damn are amazing. They have a social impact. Even Jay-Z's 444 and The Life of Pablo are both really, really, really excellent, socially impactful rap. And rap isn't about egotistic, self-love anymore. Hip hop has a more mainstream audience and it has a deeper message now. You can't just keep making, this on the surface music and hope that it works. Now, Machine Gun Kelly made some excellent points that went unheard because people are like, oh, it's an Eminem diss track. How could he possibly diss Eminem? He has some good points. Example, Eminem keeps making fun of everyone else. Why can't the big bad bully of the rap game take a joke? I mean, that seems really hypocritical of someone like Eminem to, insult everyone to their face, and yet when somebody is insulting him, he can't take a joke. He can't just get insulted and laugh off. No, he had to make Kill Shot. He had to make Not Alike, and for no reason attack other artists. I mean, have they ever done any harm to him? Why is he getting so angry? And he still has to hold on to the music that made him great. Still thinks that he's great, and that's the problem. It's been trampled with bad to mediocre music in the last few years. I mean, have you heard Revival? It's an unnecessary attack on Donald Trump. He's trying to have a social message and he fails, and that just goes to show that he cannot think beyond what's on the surface, that he can't make deep lyrics, because when he tries to make some lyrics with social impact, it just ends up failing so hard. It's so sad to see something like that, especially when there are better rappers, better, more meaningful rappers out there. And I don't think Eminem is genuine. I mean, all these rappers have had this traumatic past. They've come from difficult beginnings, and that has had this influence and mold over the shape of their music. Whereas Eminem's primary struggle when he was young is that he was bullied and his dad left him at a young age. Now, agree, okay, nobody's problems are lesser than anybody else's problems, but is that really a good place where you can build off of music? I understand that this white boy might have found it really hard to go to black dominated industry. Why do you think rap is a black dominated industry? It's because rap is a story of not good things. You can listen to pop if you want to hear about good things. So I don't feel like it's a good idea for Eminem to make music that's just insulting people, or all his music is not that deep. I mean, none of his music is deep. And I think he's a pretty stupid person, because who fails ninth grade thrice? I mean, it's not that hard to pass ninth grade, especially not more than once. I mean, I don't think anybody can fail ninth grade thrice. So I don't think he was a very smart person to begin with, and that's why his music can't have a deeper meaning. And everyone's gonna attack me for saying that, but I just don't think his music is that good. I mean, there's a few good ones in there, but there's so many bad ones, and there's so much that sounds the same. Eminem plays it safe. He knows what will bring him money, so he plays his cards close to his hand. He doesn't experiment anymore. Kamikaze is a surefire example of that. Notice how, all of it is just money making. You think you'd have made an entire diss track album if you didn't know how hot diss tracks were right now? Do you think that is the magnum opus of his lyrical capabilities? Do you really think that he had to make two new albums in the span of 8 months? Do you think that was necessary at all? In the Ringer, he mentions how he hates the rap game unless you're Kendrick Cole, Wayne, or a bunch of other people that he mentioned. He realizes these people are superior to them, and yet his fans don't realize that, and that's kind of painful, because if he's realized that, I think it's about time that you started realizing that. And notice how they didn't choose to collab with him, because they know they don't want to associate themselves with him, because he doesn't have a great image. He's talked about how he's raped women. Do you really think that's something he should be boasting about? Do you really think people should be looking up to somebody that's so there's something fundamentally wrong with this person? He recognizes they are superior artists, and yet his fans don't. I think the time is done where we treat Eminem like he's a god. He's no god. He's a mere low level, especially now he's a mere small artist. He's gonna blow up every time he makes a new album. There's no doubt about that. But our time is done where we pray to him, we idolize him. There are way better artists that everybody should listen to. I think songs like 1-800 by Logic have real social impacts, have saved so many people from committing suicide. And whereas if you listen to some of Eminem's music, they're just plain insulting people. In Rap God itself, he goes on attacking gay people. That was not even that long ago. Rap God came out 5 years ago, where gay people were pretty common and there was not much stigma. How can he do something like that and then expect everybody to love him? And people still do, and I think that's a shame. I agree he had a large influence on the industry, but I think that time has ended. Now there's so many points that I want to make, but I think my time is running out in this video. If you guys would love to hear more points and love for me to extend this video, I will be making a part 2 depending on how the reception is to this video. I feel like my main points have come across. Please let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I really, really, really am excited to hear what everyone thinks about this. I think this was my first time making something as controversial as this, giving out my opinions. These are my points. These are what I think. I know a lot of people are gonna hate me for this. I know a lot of people are gonna, hate me, send a lot of hate. But I am pretty sure that I needed to make this video. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. I think I've had a lot of fun scripting and making this video. I've been keeping this idea for a really long time. Thank you for watching, you guys. Bye.